Welcome back to Certified Beef. Me and Brandon are back to talk about or talk a little week 14 or no, week 13.
Week 13.
Got my weeks off, days off. Week 13, talk a little week 13. Then get into college football, bowl games announced, CFP announced, give our predictions there, and then always end it with Book It With Beef. So let's just get right into the recap. Not too much, just a little. But yeah.
We're going to go 3 games. Going to start out with the AFC Championship game rematch. Chiefs at Bengals. Bengals win 27-24.
Yeah. I think this game proved how good the Bengals are. And I think it also helped prove that the Chiefs are not some fucking juggernaut like people think they are. I know they did come back in this game, they were down. But this game was, I think, like, I know it sounds stupid, but it was one penalty away from being kind of a blowout. Bengals came up early. That Bengals defense is a lot better than people think it is. They got a great pass defense. They know how to stop Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. But they got out to an early 14-3 lead. They were up 14-3. They got a first down. Jamar Chase pushes it off. Offensive pass interference. Big turning point because they were in control. Early second quarter. They could have blown that game open 21-3. Looked like it was going to happen that way. Then the Chiefs get the ball back, go down and score 14-10. Then the Bengals got greedy, I would say. Their last possession in the first half, they go for it on 4th and 1. Don't get it. They could have easily kicked a field goal. In these games, and this is the thing that makes sense to me. Like normally you would see this like against Patrick Mahomes in previous years in the Chiefs. You got to score touchdowns to keep up with them, but I don't think this team is as good, and that's also just the Bengals itself, but I don't think this team is as good. So I think points are more of a premium now against the Chiefs, more than it is you need to score touchdowns to beat them. But that was definitely a big turning point. Chiefs took the lead earlier in the third quarter. And pretty much the game came down to who was going to turn the ball over, and it ended up being the Chiefs. And Travis Kelce, who normally is a very sure-handed guy, don't expect him to fumble the ball, not very much in his career. But he costed his team this week. Nothing short to say but that. The Bengals are legit. I think, in my opinion, they're better than the Chiefs. Not just because they beat them, but I think their road to this position proves that. And I just think that the Chiefs are kind of candy ass team. Haven't played particularly well besides like 1 week where they blew out the 49ers who were not healthy. But that's about it. I think this team is very, very, very fluky. I think this team is going to get exposed in the playoffs because when they play good teams, they will get exposed.
Yeah, I think the Bengals may have the best linebacking core that you've never heard of in Jermaine Pratt and Logan Wilson. Obviously, Jermaine Pratt caused that fumble from Travis Kelce that helped set up the touchdown for the Bengals, put them in excellent field position. Or even if it didn't do that, still stopped a Chiefs team that was driving, that was clawing back into the game. But otherwise, I'm still not doubting the Chiefs quite yet because I feel like they're they're kind of like the anti-Vikings. I feel that they're like you still can't trust them completely, but they're still playing like good football. They're just doing it in a different way than the Vikings because the Vikings they take it down to the 1-score games. The Chiefs it's more like kind of like the Bills where they have to win by double digits or more. So I'm not completely selling on them yet, but I don't know. I might be getting there. Obviously the Bengals found a way to contain Travis Kelce, 6 targets, 56 yards. I mean, this dude usually averages at least 75 plus, so that's a win on their part. Bengals looking good, looking like a they're I it still puzzles me how they are not first in the AFC North. I did I still don't know how the Ravens are playing that decent to be able to be hanging on to that. But yeah, they should
Mhm.
have the North in a game or two. That's my thought.
Yeah, I agree. I think the problem with oh, Illinois won. Crazy.
Yeah.
I think the problem with the Chiefs is they are battle. I don't think they're battle tested. You've seen it when they play these good teams. They kind of come off sluggish. They don't have a counter to these teams. Yeah, and but I know they've been talking about it. Do you think that this is more of a rivalry than the Bills and the Chiefs, or you think it's the same, or you think the Bills and Chiefs one is bigger? Because
It's not a
this is
rivalry right
definitely turning
now
into something. Joe Burrow's the only quarterback. Why?
because it's very
Why is it
one-sided.
not? Is that what it takes for it to be a rivalry?
I mean, if the Chiefs start winning against the Bengals, then it can become a rivalry. But right now,
But don't you think it's starting? So it has there has to be competition there. You don't think that this could turn into a rivalry, or you don't think this is a rivalry
it could turn
already?
into one, but it's not a rivalry yet
Because
until the Chiefs win a game.
I think that I guess I don't know how I define rivalry, but I think this is definitely a team that the Chiefs circle. They're like, this is a team that's going to give us our best, and it's going to be a tough battle every time. I think I don't know. Joe Burrow is the only quarterback to start 3-0 against Patrick Mahomes. He has his number.
I also don't know how
He just plays
chippy
really
this
good
game
against them. I don't know what
got
to say.
because usually
It's
that's
not. I don't think it's a rivalry in that way. It's not going to be like your division rivalry. I don't think it'll ever get to that point. Maybe if they constantly see each other every year, which they could if they keep winning the divisions each year. I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily going to be that caliber. You don't even see that really with the Bills and the Chiefs, really. And I would consider that a rivalry because we've seen both teams win, both teams lose. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I think this is definitely something that is on the verge of becoming a rivalry, if it's not. Um, but definitely, I think the Bengals kind of. I just think that they exposed them. This team, Chiefs came in scoring over 30 points a game. They scored 24, which is not bad, but they weren't explosive on offense. The Bengals gave up no big plays. They gave two, I think, 20 plus yards, but the Bengals definitely limited the Chiefs and kind of neutralized them to the point where you just got to score a little bit more points than them. But definitely in this game could have been way out of hand, and but some miscues, but credit to the Bengals, they're a very good team. Definitely, I would say top three in the AFC for sure. I don't think that's a debate.
Yeah, I don't think so. Glad we didn't hit the panic button earlier in the year on them, but it is
Yeah, I mean,
kind
I
of
don't know if I would panic. It's just 0-2 is always tough to come back from. Plus, their schedule wasn't really like easy by any means. There was definitely some tough games on that schedule. But yeah, I think. Do you think it's gonna still come down to Week 18 with the Ravens, depending on how long it takes Lamar to get back?
no. I think the Bengals should. I think let's see who the Ravens play this week.
The Steelers on the road.
The Steelers on the road. I think the Ravens will win that game. So I think in 2 or 3 weeks the Bengals will have jumped them because they're only one game behind.
The only Well, they're tied, yeah.
Oh, they are
The
tied.
one
Okay.
thing is the Bengals do play the Browns this week, so
I think
who
that's gonna be another
knows?
close game.
The Browns, Joe Burrow cannot beat the Browns. I don't know what it is, but he just can't. That's the one team he can't beat. He's never beat them once in his career.
That's pretty insane. And now that they got Deshaun back, if he can get back into form, then uh
He's so bad. He's gonna suck.
it
He's
might
gonna
be
suck
trouble.
so bad.
Most likely. Most likely. All right, next game we got the Packers, Bears. Bears started out pretty hot here. Built up a nice solid lead, but then blew it, and the Packers won 28-19.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I would told you so. Packers on the Bears. Pretty clear there. Um, I think um, this game, I feel like it kind of proved my take on Justin Fields a little bit. Um, Looked great running the ball, had a couple good passes, but two late crucial picks. I don't know. I feel like this take is it's gonna come. It's definitely gonna be next year that it will get spicier, but depends on what they do in the off season and who is if they have a good off or the good offensive line, good weapons. But also the thing is Lamar doesn't have weapons, so that's not really a good excuse either to just be like, oh, he gets weapons, so he automatically is off that take. So I don't know. I think that's definitely something that's on the table still. I like my take still. I'm sticking to it. I think this game helps it. But the Packers, I don't. It looks like they finally. I don't know what they. I don't know. They were. I don't know what they did to turn this around. I don't know what offense. I don't know if they started running the ball. Who knows? But they just. It's something about that game. Those two, Soldier Field, or even Green Bay. Packers can be losing by a ton. Aaron Rodgers just hits a different gear or something in that offense, turn it around. But and then the Bears just stalled out. I mean, the Bears are a really bad team. Packers are an all right team. They're not very good. They're still pretty bad, but I think the Packers definitely showed that they had the better talent in this game, which they do. They've been horrible all year. But yeah, I mean, talent always wins most of the time. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't have much to say on this game.
Yeah, it looks like the Packers finally heeded your advice and they rushed the ball. Aaron or AJ Dillon had 93 yards on the ground and a touchdown. They did some got 26 yards through the air, so that's a very solid day for him. Otherwise, it looked like it was pretty much just the AJ Dillon show for the Packers. Like didn't did Christian Watson just not play? Or did he just not get targeted? Huh. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers
No,
owns
he
the
did.
Bears.
He had.
I don't see him on here.
Where are you on?
NFL.
You're just. I don't know what you're looking at.
Looking at the stats of
He's
the
got
game.
run rush, one rush for 46 yards and a touchdown, three catches, 48 yards and a touchdown.
Cool. Christian Watson, good day too. Um, yeah, Justin Fields. I said this to Jack. I feel like he could be an MVP in within 5 years, but he will have to be able to throw the ball better. I mean, his rushing is on point.
I'm gonna be honest. That's such a like lame take. I'm not gonna lie.
How's that lame?
5 years is definitely a way too long. It's just the years. That's like such. I mean, anyone could be the MP in 5 years if they improve. That's just. I don't know. That's kind of a pretty. That's
But
kind
the
of
way
like
his
not a
career has
risky take at
started,
all. Or not. It's not really a bold take.
the way his career has started, and the
Not a
way
bold take. I don't
and
think
the
at all.
and the team he's on, I think that's a decently bold take.
Still not a bold take. It's not a bold take. He he 5 years is anyone look at Tua. He was not very good, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's an MVP contender, almost like pretty much like top five this year. I
Yeah,
don't think it's really a bold take.
I'm not saying he's a contender. I'm
I think
saying he's
it's
going to
if
win it.
yeah, that's
There's a
but
difference.
what I'm saying is that that's such a long time. That's such a long time frame. That's basically that's like saying like I don't know, bold in my opinion. I don't know. 5 years is definitely a long time frame.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Um, Jets Vikings 7-4 Jets come into the 9-2 Vikings. Vikings win on another nail biter 27-22.
Yep, another win. Um, I at first I thought this was going to be a defensive struggle type of game, and that's definitely a game that the Vikings cannot win. Just because their defense, I mean, maybe they could have today because the defense was actually pretty good, or today they were pretty good. I know they gave up a ton of yards, but one touchdown out of six, um, in the red zone, and the one touchdown came literally. Mike White luckily gets out of the pile to get to the other side and has more of people to push him than the Vikings do. I'd say that's pretty lucky. So the defense played well. Offense definitely struggled a little bit, but when it came time to score, when they needed to score, they did it. Those two drives in the first half really set the tone for them in this game. Let the I don't know, set the tone to be able to. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. That doesn't even make sense. Just gave them the separation they needed. I definitely think that this is at halftime. I thought this was going to be the game that they finally kind of just take control of one and win it pretty easily. Just the way the offense was moving the ball at the end of the first half, I thought they're going to come out of halftime and score a touchdown. Obviously, it didn't turn out that way. Jets kicked three field goals before we even scored another touchdown. Um, but the bend don't break defense works very well, but goddamn, is it gonna fucking fail eventually? And it's gonna suck when it does, because fuck, it's just hard to, yeah, I don't know. It's just fucking hard to watch this team with the bend don't break defense. And I know that we'll blame it on the corners or whatever, blah blah. I don't even know if you can blame it on the corners as much as that defensive line gets no pressure on the quarterback. Our defensive line just has disappeared for the last 4 weeks. It feels like. I mean, they got actually a decent pressure on Josh Allen, but not too much. Maybe in the second half, but the last 4 weeks, the defensive line has been awful, just horrible. They let Mike White just absolutely carve up the defense, and there was times where he was sitting back there for 3 seconds, and there we were nowhere near him, absolutely nowhere near him. But I mean, good team win. Definitely different than like they haven't really had a. I feel like they haven't choked games away that much. I feel like they've always had to come back, and this week they low-key choked it, but then saved the day by having a great defensive stand. But it's confusing. It's just I really wanted them to blow out the Jets and just like get out to a 21-point lead in the second half. But we just like these close games. I guess this is definitely an opportunity to show people that we're not fucking around anymore. But guess not.
Yeah, definitely haven't heard Zadarius Smith's name that often over the past couple of weeks. Um, Defense played
Yeah,
good enough.
fuck no, he's been nowhere. I honestly think that his knee might be
I think so too.
bothering him.
I won't doubt it. Like I think when
Because what
we
didn't he tweak that in the Buffalo game?
I don't remember. But there's got
I
to be
think it
like
was
a
the
game
Buffalo
coming
game
up
that
here
that happened.
soon where we can just sit him and hopefully he gets back to 100% or don't let him practice all that good stuff.
The Colts game.
Maybe, maybe. But that might also be his time to ramp up his numbers because that
Well, who
offensive
cares about
line
numbers?
is
I don't think he's worried about
awful.
that. Yeah, no, that's a bad offensive line.
But obviously, Vikings bookended the game with two picks, Harrison Smith and Cam Bynum. The latter was to seal
Cam
the
Bynum
game.
made both of the interceptions happen too.
Yes, he did. He was all over the field during that game. Was he probably played one of his better games of the year there. Uh,
Mhm.
I do feel like the corners did get a little bit burnt during this game. Like Garrett Wilson kind of showed him what's what in the second half. Wasn't
I
looking too hot.
couldn't tell if it was Pat Pete or the other side. I think it was
I
more the other side.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think
it
Pat
was
Pete
Duke
really got
Shelley
burnt.
more because I think it was like on
Yeah, no.
the long pass. Not to I don't think it was to Garrett Will. It might have been to Garrett Wilson where there was just some awful tackling in there too. But I don't mind.
Oh yeah, that was horrible. Where
Yeah,
the fuck happened to Caleb Evans again? Where did he go? He got hurt again?
I don't
I didn't
know.
see anything. They didn't say
They
one
might
thing
have
about
been.
him.
I think they might have flipped out in and out, but I'm not sure. But
I
once
mean, he was now nowhere to be seen in the second half.
no, once OG Greg the leg hit that 50 whatever yard field goal, I knew it was the beginning of the third quarter coming on, that it was just gonna absolutely suck. And then obviously
He hit
Vikings
that in the
fashion.
first quarter.
The long one? No, I thought he had it in the half.
That was the first field goal.
48 yards. No, he nailed a 60 yarder right before half.
He hit a 60-yard field goal.
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Wow. But yeah, once he
Greg
hit that,
Joseph.
once
Oh, Greg. Oh my God. Both the kickers are named Greg. So I was
yeah,
so
that's why
confused.
I said OG Greg the leg.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all because you could just say Legatron or Greg the Leg. I didn't even like once you said OG Greg, I was so confused. I didn't even hear Greg the Leg. I was so fucking confused.
Greg Zerline hit a 60-yard field goal, and I knew the Vikings were about to do what they do in the third quarter, just let up a bunch of points and not score anything. Have to wait till the fourth quarter,
I mean, what did they
and
give up? Like 6 points in the third quarter?
it was the Jets scored 12 points before the Vikings scored again.
Yeah, but you said in the third quarter. Third quarter, they only gave up 6 points.
They still didn't score any.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
The
you said they gave up a ton of points.
the end of the second quarter to like 5 minutes into the fourth quarter is like the Vikings dead zone, and they just can't seem to ever do anything there. And it's so confusing. I don't like, does KOC just not script plays again for
There's
coming
no
out of half?
scripted plays after the first quarter. I mean, yeah, they definitely script plays.
Because I don't
I
know
mean, they
why
did
those don't
score
work
with
when
three. They scored 3.5 minutes after the end of this, or three. I guess what happened? Oh, that's right. They kicked the field goal. I mean, they scored points with 44 seconds left in the first half and 3.5 minutes left in the first half.
yeah,
They scored
I
10
don't
points in that span.
I don't get why they don't script plays coming out of halftime
No, they
though.
do script plays. No, what am I saying? They do script plays sometimes out of the half. Yes.
I don't know. He should if I don't get why they don't work though. Like I know you're making adjustments and stuff, but it's just a weird ineptitude to score coming out of halftime when you're so good on the opening drive and you just can't do anything on the other opening drive. Don't make sense to me. I don't know. This team is going to be a heart attack to watch the whole season.
I
No,
don't know. I think they'll figure it out down the stretch.
I feel like we've said that though.
Yeah, but the stretch hasn't happened yet.
I
We're getting into
guess.
December now. It's just starting to be December, getting down, or I guess the first game December, but we're getting down the stretch now. I think they'll figure it out down the stretch. Plus, it's super easy. The schedule is super easy. I know we play divisional games, which I that's a chalk. I mean, if we don't blow out divisional games, it's not a big deal. Um, but like these non-divisional games are pretty big down the stretch. These two at home, I think, are pivotal. I think for us.
Yeah.
I mean, those are two games where you definitely need to handle your business. I thought they were going to do that this game too. Like I said, being up 20-6 at half, getting the ball when you're playing pretty good offense in the first half. It wasn't great, but they did put up 20 points in the first half. So definitely thought there was going to be some sort of a turnaround there, but nope. But I mean, a win is a win. I'm not going to apologize for winning.
No. It's just gonna be if I just want a super solid defensive game where we don't give up that many yards, like we get a turnover or two. That'd be nice. I'd rather see that more than a great offensive
I,
game.
I, I just would rather have a lopsided game.
That too.
I just want to see a lopsided game. The thing is in a lopsided game, your offense plays well and your defense plays well
Mm-hmm.
most of the time. So it'd just be nice to see at least one.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah. I'd rather see the defense step up because we know the offense can score.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Now we gotta look at the bowls. I got some bowl games pulled up for college football, and then after just gonna give me who wins, and then after that we'll look at the CFP, give our predictions there, and then move on. All right, we're gonna start out first game we're looking at Monday, December 26th, Oklahoma State versus Wisconsin in Arizona. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Oklahoma State in that one,
That's who I'm going with
just
too.
because
Graham
I
Mertz.
think they could score more points to the Badgers,
Yeah.
and the Badgers are horrible.
Liberty Bowl, Arkansas versus Kansas in Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee.
Ugh, gross.
I'm going
Two
Kansas.
teams. I'm gonna go with Arkansas on this one. Um, Kansas doesn't have a defense. Um, they were scoring a bunch of points at the beginning of the year. I'm not totally sure if Jaden Daniels or whatever his name is playing still. Um, they were good at the beginning, but they're awful now. Back to the norms. Two teams are, I guess, a team in Arkansas who had high hopes going into this year, and then Kansas, a great story to start, just absolutely fell off a cliff to finish the year. But
Yeah,
I got Arkansas on this one.
I just want to see Kansas win it just because they were a good story to start off.
That
Um,
might be one of the worst collapses in college football this season.
Possibly. I
Pretty
think,
bad.
yeah, it
It
was
is
bad.
really bad. They were buzzing. They were like 6-0, and I think they finished the year like 7-6 or something like that, or they might have been 5-0 and finished 6-6. Ugh, horrible.
Yeah, it was not good. Um, Holiday Bowl, number 15, Oregon versus North Carolina in San Diego.
Oregon, Bo Nix pops off.
Yep, Oregon.
Their
Um,
North Carolina's defense is horrible. Dude, I one thing about bowl games, they have the stupidest fucking names. Some of them are just stupid. The Holiday Bowl.
yeah, some of them are bad. Let's see. The Gasparilla Bowl in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Don't even know what that is.
All right, next bowl. What is the next bowl?
Next bowl, Pinstripe Bowl, Minnesota versus Syracuse in Yankee Stadium.
Fucking pinstripe bowl.
Uh, I like that name, Syracuse.
Minnesota.
I think Syracuse will take it down.
Minnesota. Syracuse struggled to end the year. Um, I think Mo Ibrahim has a big game in that one if he plays.
Yeah, I don't
But
know if he's
who
going to declare
knows?
yet or not. That's a lot
Who
of the
knows?
problems with
Minnesota.
predicting it right now is that there's lots of stuff up in the air. All right,
I think Minnesota wins that one.
Cheez It Bowl. I think it's Cheez It Bowl number one. Uh, 13.
Cheese Bowl number one. What do you mean?
I don't know if there's multiple Cheez It Bowls or not. So I saw
I
something
don't think
that was
there
like
is.
if like the two there it was like or Cheez-Its is giving away uh a hotel room to the two players on one team that are feeling the cheesiest is just decked out in Cheez-It stuff. But Florida State versus Oklahoma. Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State.
This is
Oklahoma's a piece of
essentially a home
garbage.
game.
How the fuck did Oklahoma get a fucking bowl game with Florida State? Florida State's like a way better team than Oklahoma.
I don't know.
What is their record? Does it say it
It
there?
does not say their record.
I'm pretty sure they're like 8-4. Maybe 7. I know they're not 6-6 like fucking Oklahoma. Ugh, one of the worst teams.
They might be
Like
nine and
that.
three, honestly. I'm not sure though.
They might be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason why.
Yeah.
There's no reason why that should happen.
All right. Alamo Bowl, number 12 Washington versus number 20 Texas. Texas. I like Michael Penix, but it's another home game for Texas, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Since it's in Texas, I'd have to go Texas. If it's outside of Texas, I'd probably take Washington. I think Quinn Ewers is fucking dog shit. I think he had his chance to pop off, which I think it's his injury really fucked him. Not gonna lie, I think he
Yeah.
could have been good this year, but
Yeah,
he
probably.
is not good anymore.
I do think um for like the CFP, I do think that they should keep the sites fluid for games. So like you got like your three bowls laid out for the CFP, but depending on the teams that are in the CFP, I think you got to make the one that's farthest away each uh from each school the game for the national championship. Because I was thinking about today, and I was like, damn, LSU really just had a nice advantage in 2019 when they went to win that thing, just being at the Superdome.
So you're saying they don't plan it out until after
I'm saying like you
the
get your three
semifinal?
bowls, yeah, like whoever wins, and you like you got or like after decision day, you look at the teams and you're like, oh, where's the furthest spot out from all three of them?
Yeah, but they can't
And that's
afford
the
to do
bowl.
that though,
Why not?
because people plan trips based off that.
That's why I don't know, there's time before. They
No,
could.
they can't do that. That's just not. No, they can't. They would lose a shit ton of money based off doing that. They have to. They have to do it where they do it now because only way the best way for them to make money is by having set times and dates and everything. Plus, fans are still going to travel if their team makes a title game, no matter where the location is.
That is true.
They can't do that. They won't ever do that, and I can't do that because just of planning for fans, it'd be it would not be good for yeah. 'Cause it's hard to plan a trip. Like you could I guess you could take the time off, but there's not many people that can plan trips within a 7 to 10 day notice.
I don't know. I think that maybe just have one neutral site to always host it. Kind of
I don't know
like,
why they haven't done that before.
yeah, I don't
Makes
know.
zero sense to me. They should just play at the Coliseum or the Rose Bowl. Just play the Rose Bowl. I don't know why the Rose Bowl doesn't host the national title every year. It doesn't get used like ever.
Yeah, I don't know. Something for the committee to think about. Next game, Orange Bowl, number 6 Tennessee versus number 7 Clemson in Miami.
Did you hear the stipulations to this game?
No,
I don't know if they're real or not. Apparently, both teams are going to wear orange, and the field's going to be orange. And basically, they're not going to play for oranges. I heard they're going to play for whoever wins. The other team can't wear orange next year, is what
that
I
sounds
heard.
stupid. Like the rest of it sounds cool except for that last thing.
I don't know. I'm not totally sure if this is true, but I saw it all over TikTok and shit. People were talking about it.
But I also don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know if the Dolphins have a home game that weekend because it's on Friday, so they might have to turn it around real quick. And I don't think the Dolphins want to play on an orange field.
I'm not totally sure though. It just could have been totally fake.
What's your source?
Oh yeah, wait. I found something. Two schools with orange as the predominant uniform are headed to the Orange Bowl. On a Clemson earned its blah blah.
Oh, if Clemson lost, I would not mind that because their purple jerseys are nice.
Dude, can this please fucking? It's not the first
Whatever. Who are
Orange
you
Bowl between
taking?
orange teams. Shut up. Let me read this.
I'm taking Tennessee. Oh wait, no, isn't Hendon injured?
He tore his ACL. Did you not know this?
I think I did. I just didn't remember what it was. So, but DJ Ungalele sucks. But they're putting in that other guy, that Kubalik or whatever. So I'll take Clemson, I guess.
Okay, so it doesn't. It's yeah, Clemson's gonna win this game. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about them like getting rid of their not wearing the colors, but it does sound like it's gonna be orange on orange.
It does sound that way, or it does not.
Oh wait, what? I don't know. I just unless they were just saying it's a very orange bowl and people were just saying a bunch of shit, but it sounded like it was
Did you just
happening.
start
Maybe
reading the
not.
comments?
It sounded like they were just trying to make a no. It was like a
Okay.
full on TikTok video, like a college football TikTok or whatever. I don't fucking. It was probably fake. But either way, it sounded kind of crazy. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I just know that people were like, "Oh my god, it's an orangey orange bowl."
Hmm.
So yeah, no, Clemson.
Duke's Mayo Bowl, number 23, NC State versus Maryland in Charlotte. NC State.
Why the fuck did Maryland get to play with NC State?
NC State wasn't good. They just did
They're
enough
like
to
8-4.
enforce. Not that great.
That's way. But what did Maryland finish as? 7-5, 6-6.
They were fourth in the Big Ten East. Let's see standings. 7-5.
Okay, NC State.
Yeah, NC State, especially in Charlotte. Um, Sun Bowl number 18 UCLA versus Pitt in Texas, El Paso. UCLA.
UCLA.
Gator Bowl, number
That's not
19
even
North Carolina
close.
versus number 21 Notre Dame in Jacksonville, Notre Dame.
You mean South Carolina?
Notre Dame.
Okay. Did you even hear what I said?
No. You said, do you mean South
I
Carolina?
said, did you mean? Yeah, you said North Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina, number 19 South Carolina.
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Didn't Notre Dame win in a heartbreaker last year against Oklahoma State in that bowl game?
I don't know.
Do I think so because it was Marcus Freeman's first game. I think he avenges that loss. I'm pretty sure that they had Notre Dame. Plus South Carolina, I think are just had two lucky games. Or it played their absolute fucking balls out.
All right. Music City Bowl, Iowa versus Kentucky. Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I'm let because Spencer Petras has already been ruled out. Alex Padilla is in the transfer portal, so
Oh
he can't
no.
play.
He
As
can't
much as
play.
no, because once you enter the transfer portal, you're done. You're done with your
Why
school.
why do people enter the transfer portal before bowl games?
I don't know, but for as much shit as Spencer Petras gets, he's better than people think, but still not that good. Yeah,
So
but
he's
yes,
just bad.
yeah, he's just,
He's
but he
not
gets
shit.
too
He's
much hate. He gets
bad.
too much hate.
No, he
Um,
does. He gets enough. He's really bad.
he plays
Either
decent.
way. Even if
Kentucky.
Will Levis doesn't play, I still think Kentucky wins.
It's probably gonna be a shitty game though. I'll get to watch it firsthand.
Yeah, lucky you.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
Um, Sugar
I was
Bowl number
kidding, but
5, Alabama versus number 9, Kansas State in the Superdome, New
oof.
Orleans.
So it's probably going to be Jaden Milroy, or no, yeah, Jaden Milroy versus whoever Kansas State's quarterback is. I think Kansas State
Well,
will be competitive,
Bryce Young
but
hasn't declared yet,
I
though,
think
has he?
Bryce Young is going to the fucking he's going to the NFL.
That doesn't mean he won't play.
He's not playing this game. There's no chance.
I
So
don't know. Maybe he makes
Bryce
a
Young,
stupid decision and decides to play.
I think Nick Saban will sit him probably. I don't even think Nick Saban will let him play.
Hmm.
So I think Alabama still wins. I think Kansas State will be competitive in this game, though, even though they're a Big 10, 12 team against an SEC school.
Big 12 champions. Yeah.
Plus, do you see how many people that Alabama had enter the transfer portal?
It's a lot. Yeah.
Like 10 players. They had like 3 starters enter the transfer portal.
It's
So
pretty insane. But yeah, I still think Alabama wins. The Rely Quest Bowl, 22, Mississippi State versus Illinois
what
in
the
Tampa.
fuck is that?
It's probably an insurance firm.
Wait, what? So Mississippi State and who?
Illinois in Tampa.
Oh, Mississippi State.
Yeah, probably. Citrus Bowl, number 17, LSU versus Purdue at Camping World Stadium in Orlando.
LSU.
Yep, LSU.
LSU.
Con Bowl Classic. Oh, it's not a bowl, it's a classic. 10 USC versus 16
I
Tulane.
forgot they changed that.
This
Oh,
this one's
USC.
probably gonna be more competitive than you think, especially if Caleb Williams is still hampered. But I don't know if he's gonna be. But yeah, probably USC.
I wonder if he'll even play. I know
Uh,
he's not going to the draft, but I wonder if he'll play.
I don't know.
I don't
Rose
know.
Bowl game, number 8 Utah versus number 11 Penn State. I could see Penn State winning this one.
This this might be the best bowl, low key,
It
out of
might
all
be.
of them. I think Utah wins, but I think this is gonna be the best bowl out of the non CFP
It's gonna
games.
be a competitive bowl, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be. This is good. I think that'll be a great game.
And now we move
Something
on.
like Ohio State versus USC last or Utah last year.
Now we move on to the CFP Fiesta Bowl, number 2 Michigan versus number 3 TCU in Glendale, Arizona.
As much as I love TCU, I think Michigan will win this one.
I do too. I think they showed what they can truly do against Ohio State, against a top 3 team, and especially in a very hostile environment. I think I don't know. I don't really know how close this game is going to be, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if Michigan ran away with it. And then we
Michigan's
got
8-point favorites right now.
and then we got the Peach Bowl, number 1 Georgia versus number 4 Ohio State in Atlanta. Another home game
So
for
that pisses me
Georgia.
off so much. That pisses me off so much.
Georgia, and
I
it's
think
probably
Ohio
not going to
State's
be
going to win
close.
this game.
Really? No, you
I
can't
was
be
going to
serious.
say Ohio State's going to cover. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Um, as much as I think Ryan Day is a horrible coach, I think that he finds a way to get his guys to play this game up to par. I was going to say they're going to cover, but it's only 6.5. But yeah, I don't know. I think they have a chance to win this game, and I think they just might. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think it is.
I could
Because I don't
see that, but
because
I
I
think
think
you'll
Ohio
see
State's
that.
still a lot better team than people think is. I think they got absolutely worked by Michigan, but I think that they still have the talent and the opportunity to. Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jig was out, but he hasn't played all year, so it's not like it matters. Um, I don't know. I think it'll be a lot closer than people think. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I don't know. I want Ohio State to win just because I want Michigan, Ohio State in the title game. So
I don't know. But I think if Ohio State wins, it's just gonna be. I think Michigan might just win 3 in a row there against Ohio State. So I don't think that'd be
That's
a very
fair.
good game because it hasn't been for the past 2 years. But I think Georgia's
Yeah,
going
I
to
think it'll
win.
be different because of the standard.
I think
You think Georgia's
Georgia's
going to win it all again?
no, not oh, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about Michigan, honestly. As much as it pains me to say
I
that
did too.
sometimes, I'm Michigan looks very good, especially if Blake Corum gets back to form. I don't
I
know.
don't. He's not playing. He's out.
He's already ruled out for the whole
He
playoffs or
had
just
surgery. He had surgery.
oh,
He's out.
so yeah. Even so, they still
Donovan Edwards has been so good.
mhm, they're looking good. JJ McCarthy's doing what he needs to do, and that defense is absolutely outstanding. So I don't think it's uh I could I like Michigan right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think Michigan wins it if they play Ohio State. I don't know about Georgia though.
If
I hate it because I feel like Georgia has a very good chance of winning it, and I don't like back to back champions, and I'm really not a fan of it in college football because that's what makes college football so bad. Um, I don't know though.
I
We'll
just
see.
I don't know how to feel about TCU because I don't think they really got too much of a shot. If I'm
You
gonna
don't
be
think
honest,
so? I think they're a lot better than people think they are,
I think like they're
just because they're
good.
battle
They're
tested.
very good. They're right now they are the Vikings of CFP because they just like to come back late. But
I honestly think that TCU could beat Michigan, but I think Michigan's playing too good right now. I think TCU is that good. They're a very good team.
they are.
They're easily the most battle tested team out of any
Oh
team.
yeah,
And I know
no
you could
doubt.
say that Georgia, oh, they played in the SEC, but what game did Georgia play this year besides, I guess, Missouri and Kent State for some reason why they struggled against them? Well, like, what other game do they really struggle that much in? None. So I don't think Michigan or Georgia is really battle tested by any means.
No. I don't know. It's
Do you know if they're getting rid of divisions in the SEC next year?
I'm not sure.
Hmm. I
Could
only
not
know
tell
that
you.
Big Ten is. All right. Now a word from our sponsor.
Hello, my name is Bradley, and I am pursuing my dream to becoming a full-fledged streamer here on Twitch. I play a wide variety of multiplayer and single-player games. Currently, I am a middle school teacher, and I owe it to my students for getting me into streaming. They wanted to watch their teacher play video games, so I began a Twitch channel. Since then, I have begun to grow and meet new people in the gaming community. I want to get my name further out there and grow a community that has a passion for positive and chill gaming. When you enter my channel, you will be greeted with a genuine smile and attitude that is unmatched. I often play with my viewers in a wide variety of games. If you or someone you know enjoys gaming, consider giving my channel, It's Bradley TTV, a look. I thank Certified Beef for partnering and giving me the opportunity to advertise. Their podcast is truly my favorite to listen to. Have a great day.
Aloha and hello there, you Certified Beef listeners. This is the Captain, Captain Coffee speaking, and I just want to take a second to thank my main man Brandon and the entire Certified Beef team for allowing me to talk about Captain Coffee for a second. We are a local coffee company from Maryland, and we strive to not just bring an amazing experience, but an experience unlike anything other, from the moment you buy your bag to your first sip and beyond. We want to bring you an experience unlike anything other, and I hope we can do that for you today. If you like black coffee, flavored coffee, whole bean, dark, whatever you like, we got it. So come check us out at www.captcoffee.com today. And as I like to say, may the brew be with you.
And now it's time for Book It with Beef.
Hold on.
My favorite segment of the show.
Here we
What
go.
was that?
Did you hear?
My
Yeah.
favorite segment of the show. Yep, my favorite segment of the show. Book it with beef. We're back, baby. We are back. I'm so back. Back like I never left. It feels good to be back where I belong.
What's your record now?
Uh, Honestly, could not tell you. Let me look. What was I last week? 25 and 29. Does that sound right?
24 and 29.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So then I'm 27 and 31. 3-2 week last week. In the bank hit easier than, I don't know, me getting up in the morning for work.
What's your in the bank record now? Is you 4 or 5-5?
5-4.
5 and
5-4.
4?
Or was I 4-5? Let
I
me
think
look.
you were 4 and 5.
I should probably know this stuff.
Probably should.
But I'm back. It feels good to be back. I'm 5-5 and in the bank now. Back in the win column and that. But yeah, no, it feels good to be back. Back better than ever.
Oh, hold on. I'm 32, 24, and 2 in the bank last week. It did hit, so now I'm 6, 3, and 1 on that. And I had a 4-1 week last week. Yeah.
Quickly to mention, we had the fouled out boys on, and they went a astounding 0-5 last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Not very good. Not very good.
Oh yeah, that 0-5 was definitely the start of my downfall because I went 2-3 2 weeks in a row, and then the 0-5 just sparked a absolute dumpster fire. But I'm back 3-2. I feel good. It just takes 1 week to spark that fire back in you and get you in the right direction. But let's get right into it. Brandon, your favorite.
My favorite for this week. A lot of these lines is not like too enticing this week, I must say. Weren't
No, I fucking hated them. They're all
weren't very
bad.
good. Took me till just now to decide my in the bank. It's not this game, but I'm going to go with the Raiders -6 at the Rams. Raiders have been playing good, and the Rams just brought in Baker Mayfield, which I don't think that's going to really help them improve. I'd probably rather have Bryce Perkins right now. Uh, Somehow the
Oh god,
Rams,
that's cap. That's such cap.
yeah, probably, but um,
I don't understand the point of bringing him in. That's just what made no sense to me. Unless they're just sick and tired of watching John Wolford play.
John Wolford's still hurt, isn't he?
Like they have no shot of making the playoffs. No,
Yeah, I
he
don't know
played
why.
last week.
I don't know why.
Have you seen John Wolford throw a football?
No.
Have you seen him throw a football? It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude can't throw more than 30 yards. I don't know how he's an NFL quarterback.
I don't know why they don't let
It's
just Bryce
atrocious.
Perkins like develop a little bit and just tank for a better draft pick. That's why I don't get
They
it.
don't have a draft pick.
Oh, that's right. Because I was about to be like, this is just the Warriors from like 2 or 3 years ago where everybody got hurt and you just bounce back the next year. But nope.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. It literally could be.
It could be, but I guess James Wiseman didn't do much for the Warriors, so yes, no,
Yeah,
still
actually.
Raiders -6 at Rams
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
or Raiders, yeah.
My favorite is the Titans -3.5 at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Titans got absolutely embarrassed last week. Time for them to redeem themselves. Time for Derrick Henry to pop off once again against a familiar foe that he pops off against quite often. Yeah, I like this a lot. I felt like this is kind of a disrespectful line. I mean, especially Titans, they're definitely a lot better team than the Jags, and the Jags just got absolutely killed by the Lions. and 3.5 seems kind of low to me. So if it kind of felt like the Titans bounce back week for the Titans.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. I was also. I might have been looking at that. I'm not completely sure.
All right, Brandon, your favorite dog.
My dog this week. Like just looking at it, like this one, it's too many points on the board. It's way too many points on the board for them to be this much of a dog. We are going to Mr. Mike White and the New York Jets minus or plus 9.5. Let's hear it.
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie, in the bank.
Wow.
Bills, I believe they're
Wow.
1-3 right now against their division. That's not very good. Especially for a team that should have ran away with it.
1-2.
1-2. I thought they played.
Yep.
Like the
No, they
Patriots
played one against each opponent.
Okay, still
No.
1-2 for a team that should have been running away with the division. Not very good. Obviously, the Jets won last time in the Meadowlands, but still 9.5. That's kind of crazy. Like Mike White showed out last week before. I mean, he still carved up the Vikings defense. I think he might do more of the same. They just gotta keep it within 10 basically, and it hits. So I don't know how the line is that much.
I mean, I could see it. I still could see it.
Yeah, because you love Josh
Yeah,
Allen.
I wasn't a fan of that line. I definitely thought you were gonna go with the Texans there.
I was debating it because 17 is a lot, but
Yeah, no, it's the Texans. So they lost by over 17 to the Browns. So, I looked at this line. I was like, damn, that's way too many points to be for an underdog. I got the Vikings plus 2.5. I don't fucking understand it, dude. What the fuck? Why are we 2.5 point underdogs? Like, I don't get it.
not
I'm
in the
not.
bank though, huh?
No, no. I is there like okay, can I ask you something?
What?
Like, I know you're probably gonna say no, but if there's like a major injury that I'm just not totally aware of, because we're recording this on Tuesday, that and the Wednesday thing doesn't come out. If there's a major injury that I'm not knowing about, can I switch my like if fucking Justin Jefferson or Kirk Cousins is out, can I switch my thing? Because there's no way of me knowing that. Like, I'll
If it
say a pick
comes
right now.
Let's
If
see.
I'll
I'm
say a pick
looking
right
at it
now.
right now. Oh, that's for last week only. That doesn't show. Okay.
It does. There's no injury report right now, so you have no idea.
If
It won't disclose injuries till tomorrow.
I think we'll say if Jefferson, Kirk, Dalvin, if any of those three are listed as like no practice, whatever, then I think you can change it. I think that's fair.
Okay, because I'm just confused why this line is 2.5. Like, I understand the Lions have won 4 to 5 games.
And they've
also
played us close the time before at US Bank.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand that, but they played 4 if I know they played 5 good games, but they beat teams below 500 and they beat the Giants who have been struggling. So I don't understand. Your favorite over, Brandon?
My over this week, I'm liking this one because I feel like it should hit. I feel like it's another low line. Heck, one of the teams last week almost put it up by themselves. We're going Houston at Dallas 45 over. Houston, I believe they can put up 10 to 17 points. And then Dallas does the rest, and we're chilling. I don't think that should be very hard.
Yeah, not a bad pick. Dallas did hit the over themselves last game. So yeah, just an absolute demolishing in the fourth quarter. Something that haven't seen in a while. My over, very fun over. I got Miami versus the Los Angeles Chargers, 51.5. Sunday Night Football. I think the Chargers get back to. I think if Mike Williams plays, especially this, I feel like this will hit very well. But this just screams like a shootout to me. Dolphins carve up that defense. And yeah, I think the Chargers have the ability to do that too. 51.5. I think this is an absolute shootout.
Fair
All right.
enough.
Your favorite under, Brandon.
My under this week is a game you already mentioned. Jacksonville at Tennessee, 41.5. I think I don't see these teams scoring many points. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be super low scoring. It's gonna be a good Derrick Henry game. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, not a bad pick at all. Mine, it's free, baby. Kansas City versus Denver. 43 in the bank. That is such a good line. This might be the easiest Denver under we've ever seen. We've seen numbers of 43 or not 43, 36. 43? 43? The Chiefs could score 34 points, and I still think this under is going to hit. That Denver offense is horrible. Like, this number is just out of respect for the Chiefs. There's no reason why this should be in the 40s. This should be in the 30s, like last week. This game is going to be low scoring, and I cannot believe like it's free, obviously, because they don't hit the overs ever. And this one is massive. 43. It feels free to me. And also my replacement pick is going to be the Giants +7. If anyone is out that I don't know about. But yeah,
We're setting
that's
this
gonna be my
until if
actually nope, fuck it. I'm changing it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers +3.5. That's my if the Vikings have a major player out.
Thursday is the cutoff. Thursday night.
Thursday?
Once Thursday night football hits, you can't change it.
Why?
They'll be on the injury report tomorrow, most likely. And then Thursday starts the new week.
Yeah, but why can't it go when you why can't it be when you put this out? That seems fair.
Friday.
Yeah, when you put this out, that's when I should be able to change it.
Okay, fine.
Or
Friday.
it should, but that I'm only changing it if they get ruled out, where I know they're going to be out.
Yeah.
If you know that they're going to be out, don't change it. I don't want to change it if they're not ruled out. Well, no, I'm just saying. So Friday. It's after that. No biggie. I will probably be able to tell if they're going to play, because if they don't practice Friday, when are you going to release this?
Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably be if they don't practice Monday or Wednesday and Thursday, but I'll be able to tell right away. If Wednesday there's no one on the injury report, which I don't think there's going to be, because I don't know why this line is 2.5, then it's fine. I understand. Like, does it not baffle you, Brandon, at all either?
No, that's weird for sure.
Like, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Brandon. I think we might kill them a little bit. I think this is a game that we. Not being overconfident, I just think this is a game like this is a game. Yes, if the Vikings were favorites, I honestly think this would be a 1-score game easily. But I think the fact that the Vikings are underdogs, they're gonna take this shit personally. I know it was bad against Dallas, but that's also a good team. Detroit's not good. They're a frisky team. I think the Vikings might just I think they might beat them by 10. Like, I think that very well could happen. Not because I think oh my God, we're so much better than the Lions and oh, it's the Lions, blah blah. It's because they're underdogs. I think this line is incredibly disrespectful. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I understand there's these doubters of the Vikings, which is fine, whatever, but there's shit on paper. You see what's been done. And the Lions, they blew out the Jaguars. Like they didn't they played the Bills close. We beat the fucking Bills. Like these common opponents that they've played, we've played them better. We've played them the same, if not better. The only games that they've really had against us that is different, they played the Giants yet before us, and that's about it. They beat the Bears in a one-score game. We beat the Bears in a one-score game. They beat the Packers barely. We killed the Packers. They lost to the Eagles. We lost to the Eagles. Like, there isn't really anything. Like, I understand they played us close, but we still won. Why is it that
I think
it just doesn't make sense?
I think the thing is that they play us close at US Bank. It's the biggest thing that we had to get a late touchdown to beat them. Is the biggest thing.
Yeah, but that's such early. It's also early season. I don't think these like. Do you think the lines are depicted based off what happened that early in the season?
I think previous matchups have to go into it. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. It just based off common opponents and just like the fact that we beat them head to head and we're underdogs doesn't make much sense to me. But I'm not an odds maker, so
Nope.
who knows? I wonder how much money is on the Vikings right now, like on Bleacher Report. Let's see. Oh, Darasaw's already out. You think that really affects it that much, like to where we'd be underdogs?
It shouldn't, but it might.
No. Aiden Hutchinson is not that good to where he's gonna wreck the game. Yet. He's not that good yet. So 66% of the money is on the Vikings. And then 56% on the spread for the Vikings. So, all right. Well, I didn't know Darisaw was already ruled out, unless that was last week's because they haven't released the injury report yet. Okay, whatever. That's fine. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us here at Certified Beef. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
See you later.
That I'm not here to stay. When we're up,